Oh, don't judge me. It's been a long time. I know. I've also have a new setup, if you can't tell. Looking at the camera screen. I also have a setup, if you can't tell, a new setup. I got a shelf, so that makes me a official fragrance influencer. But today's video, I just want to talk about the fragrances that I have been wearing, that I have been loving, and I have 7 of them. So, first one I want to talk about is Los Santos from Byredo. Los Santos is, the best way that I can describe this is that it is a woody herbal fragrance. There is it's like a blend of essential oils, honestly. That's what it smells like to me. But it's literally one of my favorite Byredo fragrance. It's my second favorite Byredo fragrance. You can see the dent in this one. It's about almost 50%. So clearly I have been loving and wearing this. Someone told me that this smells like a hamster cage, but they also said that they kind of like that. Like it's not in a bad way. So I was like, okay, I'll take that. But yeah, this is my second favorite Byredo. It's one of my, I think this might be my favorite everyday scent. It's just a very easy fragrance to wear. It's very inoffensive. It's not clean and it's not light, but it is clean and it is light. Can't really explain that any further, but it just works for everything. It's super easy to wear. I have never come across anyone who says that they don't like it, which is interesting because if you go online and you read the reviews, they hate this fragrance. People hate this fragrance. I think Byredo in general, they really dislike, but this one is like, I don't know. They just hate it, but I've never had any complaints. This next one is one that I smelled during Scent Explore. And if you follow me on TikTok, which you absolutely should be doing, it's one that I've spoken about before. It was one of my favorites that I smelled, and that is Obsidian from Scentologia or Scentologia, however you want to say it. This is a saffron rose vanilla. And the best way that I can describe this, like the immediate feeling that I get when I smell this is it smells purple. It smells purple to me. That's the immediate thing that I smell. But if I had to be very specific about the notes, it is a saffron rose in the beginning, and they just kind of coast together. They don't really overtake each other. It's very, very, very deep and rich in the beginning, and then as it dries down, it kind of goes into like this papery parchment amber vanilla, very similar to Vanille Antiques, like the feeling of Vanille Antique. You get that from here. So it starts off with that saffron rose and then papery vanilla. You can smell the papery vanilla in the beginning, but it really shines through at the end, like once the fragrance really dries down. But love this fragrance. Really, really love this. I think that it might be a little heavy for the summertime, like just ever so slightly, but it's a really good fragrance. I think this works best maybe in like transition periods, but I have been loving this. Gotten lots of compliments. Someone told me I smelled delicious. I'll take that. The next fragrance is a big boy. This is a big boy, big girl fragrance. It is very expensive, and that is Coromandel from Chanel. This is, I'm not going to lie to you, it is a little matronly Upper East Side lady. I'm not going to lie to you. It definitely has that vibe to it, but the magic of this fragrance is the dry down. The dry down of this is just, this is a perfect everyday fragrance. Honestly, it smells expensive. It is expensive, but it does smell expensive. And the best way I can describe this one is it's sweet and earthy. If you're not a fan of patchouli, to me, patchouli smells like dirt. And I know that is not an appealing way to explain a fragrance, but it has like that dirtiness to it, that earthy dirtiness to it, but there's some sweetness as well. And then the white chocolate in this, I struggle with white chocolate because I'm like, I don't know what that smells like in a fragrance, but as I was smelling this and like wearing it and it was drying down, something about it reminded me of cocoa butter. And then it got me thinking like, well, why does it remind me of cocoa butter? And white chocolate is essentially cocoa butter. So that was kind of like an interesting like unfolding of notes to me and how it makes sense to me what I'm smelling. But this is very good. Very, very good. Is it worth $500? That is up to you. But to me, I like it. This is one of my newer fragrances. This is Marrakesh in a bottle from Kayali. This is from their recent Vacation in a Bottle. It used to be a set, and I had the mini, and they came out with the full size, and so I got it. This was my favorite from the Vacation set, and this one is not the most popular one, I will say that. But I feel like I have a theory about that. I think that this is the most masculine fragrance that Kayali has come out with. And so it doesn't really resonate with a lot of women, but it has this woodiness and this pepperiness it leans masculine, but it also has a sweetness to it. I wouldn't say it's a sweet fragrance, but it definitely does have a sweetness to it. It's compared a lot to Love Don't Be Shy from Kilian, and while yes, I do agree with the Orange Blossom Neroli mix and how it can remind you of Love Don't Be Shy, I think that this one is a manly version of Love Don't Be Shy. Like I said, there's sweetness to it, but I wouldn't say it's a sweet fragrance. To me, it kind of falls between Amber Nuit from Dior's Private Line and Love Don't Be Shy. There's just like a masculine edge to this that I think a lot of men should check out. But yeah, I've been wearing this a lot. It's an easy wear. It's a very easy fragrance. It actually really does last all day. It's a good projector. I know Kayali gets a lot of flack for that, but this one is not the one to call those things out for. But I'm telling you, give it a try. If you like Amber Nuit and you like Love Don't Be Shy and you want a more manly version of that, this next fragrance is from a house that I feel like doesn't get a lot of attention, and that is Mizensir, and the fragrance is Legend Leather. This is such an underrated fragrance. I don't hear anyone talking about this fragrance. I want to make like a dedicated review to this fragrance, but this is a raspberry saffron fragrance. There's also Immortelle in it. And I know you see leather in the title, and I know leather is a very polarizing note. Trust me, this is not that kind of fragrance. It's the leather's coming from the saffron. So it's the more leathery facet of the saffron, not just like straight up leather. This is very fruity, aldehydic, Immortelle, leathery fragrance. There's an airiness to it. It kind of smells like you're smelling leather from a distance with that. And then there's like the fruitiness as well. Such an underrated fragrance. You can see just how much I've been using. Perfect everyday fragrance. Not confined to any weather. So all year round, wear it all year round. This is like, I could see this being someone's signature scent. It's very signature scent worthy. It's different. It's not a beast mode projector, but it's not poor in projection, and it does last all day, and it definitely gets a lot softer. And if you're not a fan of Immortelle, I would say maybe not buy this, because as it dries down, the Immortelle becomes a lot more prominent, and you lose the raspberry, but the saffron and the Immortelle really stick around, and the aldehydes as well. Perfect for an everyday fragrance. You can find it for cheap on Joma Shop as well. I think I got mine was a tester, so it was like $100. Can't beat that. But Mizensir in general as a house, I think that it needs more hype, and I'm definitely going to make a more dedicated review to Legend Leather. Those are 5 fragrances that I've been wearing a lot for this past month of May. I have been going through them for the month of June. You know, it's going to get a little hotter, so I might have to pull out the summer fragrance rotation. So stay tuned for that video, and I promise I'm going to be more active on here. It's just I need to get more comfortable with doing YouTube. But yes, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram as well. I'm going to try and switch up the content on Instagram too, to kind of make it not like you're just following the same content over and over again. So give me a shout out, give me a follow, give me a like, give me a comment, give me all things. I'm coming back.